Urgent Washington Commanders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Washington Commanders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, folks, buckle up, because today we have some news that is shaking up the Washington Commanders fanbase and the entire NFL landscape. It's a story packed with strategy, potential, and a whole lot of excitement about what's coming next for this team that's been eyeing nothing less than a serious leap forward. We're talking about a franchise that's making bold moves, showing confidence in their future star quarterback, Jayden Daniels, and now, they might be adding a game-changing running back to complement him. Yes, you heard that right. Rumors are swirling around Najee Harris possibly making his way from the Pittsburgh Steelers to the Commanders. And let me tell you, this isn't just some idle speculation, it could be a game-changer for Washington. First, let's set the scene. The Commanders have been quietly but steadily building something special. Since coming under new management and with the coaching staff shifting gears to focus on a more aggressive, modern style of play, they've been making moves in the offseason that signal their serious intent. Their primary focus has been on maximizing the window they believe they have with Jayden Daniels, a young quarterback with a lot of promise who showed flashes of brilliance last season. Daniels, who's still relatively new in the league, has already demonstrated that he has the arm talent, the mobility, and the football IQ to be a franchise quarterback. But as we all know, one player alone can't carry a team in today's NFL. You need weapons, support, and a well-rounded roster. And that's exactly what the Commanders seem to be aiming for. They've been aggressive in the transfer market, bringing in players from other teams, some proven, some with high potential, all aiming to fill gaps and create a more dynamic attack. Their offseason moves include signing veteran receivers, bolstering their offensive line, and even adding some versatile defensive pieces to improve their overall competitiveness. But what's really capturing everyone's attention now is the buzz around Najee Harris. The Steelers' star running back, known for his powerful running style, his ability to break tackles, and his knack for making explosive plays, could be the missing piece to turn Washington's offense into a truly dangerous unit. Now, why is Najee Harris such a hot topic? Well, if you look at his stats, they speak for themselves. In his first 2 seasons in the league, Harris has already amassed over 500 rushing yards and scored 20 touchdowns, becoming one of the most reliable and versatile backs in the NFL. His ability to run between the tackles, combined with his agility and vision, makes him a nightmare for defenses. Plus, he's got the size and strength to wear down opponents as the game progresses. And when you pair a player like Harris with a young quarterback like Jayden Daniels, who's still developing but has shown tremendous upside, the potential for a balanced, explosive offense is huge. Imagine defenses having to deal with both the arm of Daniels and the power running of Harris. It's a nightmare scenario for any opponent. But let's not forget the strategic aspect here. The Commanders are clearly betting on their future. They're investing in their young quarterback, giving him the weapons and support he needs to succeed. It's a bold move, especially considering Harris's current contract situation. The Steelers would likely ask for a significant draft pick package or a combination of players to part ways with him. And that's where the negotiations get interesting. It's one thing to have the desire, but the real work is in the details. Still, the fact that the rumor is gaining traction shows that the Commanders are serious about making a splash this offseason. So, what does this mean for the team's prospects? Well, if they manage to pull off a trade or a signing of Harris, we're looking at a team that suddenly becomes much more formidable on offense. The addition of a back like Harris would not only boost the rushing attack but also open up opportunities in the passing game. Play action would become more effective, and Daniels would have more options to distribute the ball. It would also provide a mental boost to the entire squad. Players love to see their team making bold moves, and it sends a message to the rest of the league that the Commanders are serious about competing at a high level. Now, you might be wondering, how does this fit into the bigger picture of the NFL landscape? Well, we know that the NFC has become increasingly competitive, with teams like the 49ers, Eagles, and Cowboys all vying for playoff positioning. For Washington to make a real push, they need to improve their roster and develop their young talent. The potential Harris addition could be the spark that ignites their offense, making them a team nobody wants to face come playoff time. Furthermore, it signals a shift in philosophy, more aggressive, more willing to take risks to build a winning culture. Fans are energized by this, and the mood around the team is more optimistic than it's been in recent years. And let's not forget the history of the franchise. The Commanders have had their ups and downs over the decades, with periods of success and times of rebuilding. But in recent years, the focus has been on establishing a solid foundation. Getting a dynamic running back like Harris could be the missing link that turns potential into results. It's about creating a balanced attack, keeping defenses honest, and giving Daniels the tools to flourish. The front office knows this, and their moves in the coming weeks are going to be crucial. Now, I want to pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. As we talk about the future, the upcoming NFL draft and the free agency period will be key moments. The Commanders will be looking to fill some gaps, but if they manage to land Najee Harris, it could change the entire narrative of their offseason. They might even consider trading some draft capital to make it happen, betting on the now and the potential of their young core. And if they succeed, the impact will be felt immediately on the field, with their fans eagerly awaiting a more competitive, exciting team that can contend for playoff spots and maybe even more. The fanbase is already buzzing, sharing their hopes and predictions on social media. You see, the passion here runs deep. Washington's history is rich with legendary players and unforgettable moments. The team's identity has always been about resilience and fighting spirit. Now, with this possible move, they're showing that they're not just content to stay in the middle of the pack. They want to be a team that commands respect, that strikes fear into their opponents, and that makes the playoffs year after year. The excitement is palpable, and the optimism is growing. Of course, there are still hurdles. Negotiations can be complicated, and the Steelers won't simply give away Harris without a fight. The price will be high, and the front office will need to weigh the immediate impact against future needs. But the fact remains, the potential addition of Najee Harris to the Commanders could be one of the most exciting developments of this offseason. It's a move that signals ambition, confidence, and a desire to compete at the highest level. And for us, fans, that's what we live for. The thrill of the chase, the anticipation of what's to come, and the hope that this team can finally reach new heights. Looking ahead, the next few weeks will be critical. The NFL offseason is a whirlwind of rumors, reports, and trades, but the Commanders are certainly making their mark. They're not just sitting back and waiting, they're actively shaping their team for a shot at glory. Whether they succeed in bringing Harris into the fold or not, the message is clear. They're serious about winning, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get there. That kind of determination is contagious, and it's exactly what you want to see from a franchise looking to turn the page and write a new chapter. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Harris is the perfect piece to complete the puzzle? Or do you think there are other areas that need more immediate attention? Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Remember, the future is bright, and with moves like these, the Commanders could be on the verge of something special. Keep your eyes peeled, because I'll be back soon with more updates, rumors, and analysis about the Washington Commanders. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's continue to support this team on their journey to greatness. The NFL season is coming fast, and if the rumors are true, the Commanders might just surprise us all this year. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Washington!